Hi everyone, this is Arpita from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering CSE department. I am here to give you a small presentation about user interface design, and the topic is to create a GUI using Android Studio. Uh, what is user interface? User interface is also known as interface engineering. User interface design means the process of designing user interface for software and machines like mobile devices, home appliances, computer and another electronic devices. The aim of user interface design increase usability and improve the user experience. So what is user interface design? User interface design or user interface engineering is the design of user interfaces for machines and software such as computers, home appliances, mobile devices and other electronic devices with the focus on maximizing the usability and user experience. User interface design is a subset of field of study called human computer interaction, which is also called as HCI. Human computer interaction is the study, planning and design of how people and computer work together so that person's needs are satisfied in the most effective way. The user interface is a part of a computer and its software that people can see, hear, touch, talk to or otherwise understand or direct. The user interface has essential components, components, input and output. So let's see one by one. User interface design. User interface design is a process of creating the visual and interactive elements of a software application, website or digital product that user interact with. It focuses on designing the layout, aesthetics, and overall look and feel of the user interface to ensure a positive user experience. The user interface design focuses on anticipating the user, what user might need to do, and ensure that the interface has element that are easy to access, understand and use to facilitate those actions. In computer or software design, user interface mainly focuses on information architecture. Here are the key aspects of user interface design: layout, visual design, interactivity, usability, consistency. What is layout? Organizing the elements on the screen in a logical and intuitive manner, considering factors like navigation, content hierarchy, and user flow. So what is visual design? Visual design means choosing colors, typography, icons and images that align with a brand and create an appealing cohesive visual style. Interactivity, designing buttons, forms and other interactive elements to be user friendly and responsive to user input. Usability, ensure that the user interface is easy to understand and navigate with clear labels, intuitive icons and straightforward user interactions. And lastly, the consistency, maintaining a consistent design language and user interface elements throughout an application or else a website to create a unified and predictable user experience. And next, accessibility and user feedback, making sure that the UI is accessible to user with disabilities, such as providing an alternative text or for images and ensuring the keyboard navigation. User feedback, incorporating feedback mechanisms such as error messages and confirmation dialogues to keep user informed and engaged. And next is type of user interface designs. There are many types of user interface designs, and some are graphical user interface, command line interface, web user interface, touch screen interface, voice user interface, augmented reality and virtual reality and interface, gesture based interface, multi-modal interface, mobile user interface, desktop user interface, wearable user interface, natural language interface. And next is and the explanation about the types of user interface. Graphical user interface, this is the most common type of user interface design where users interact with graphical elements such as buttons, icons, menus on screens. GUIs are prevalent in software applications and websites. Command line interface, in a command line interface, a user interact with the text based interface by entering commands. This is often used in programming environments on for system administration tasks. Voice user interface. Voice user interface enables the user to interact with technology using commands. Virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa are examples of virtual user interface. Voice user interface. Touchscreen interface designed for touch sensitive devices like smartphones and tablets. This UI relies on user tapping, swiping, and pinching to interact with content. Augmented reality and virtual reality interfaces. Augmented reality and virtual reality interfaces create impressive expression where user interact with digital content in a 3D environment. They are commonly used in gaming and simulations. Gesture based interface. Whereas gesture based interfaces are user interacts with the devices by making specific human gesture. This seen in technologies like Niket for gaming. Next is web user interface. Specifically for web application, this design focuses on creating user-friendly interfaces within a web browser. Mobile user interface. User interface are tailored for mobile devices. This user interface design prioritizes responsive and touch friendly elements, whereas desktop user interface designed for traditional computer screens. These interfaces often feature windows, menus, and taskbars. Whereas wearable user interfaces for smartwatches, fitness trackers, and other wearable devices, which typically have limited screen real estate. Multimodal interface combines multiple interaction methods such as voice, touch, and gesture to provide user with various ways to interact with the system. Natural language interface allows user to communicate with the technology using natural language, often seen in chatbots and language processing systems. And next is graphical user interfaces. Is a type of user interface that relies on visual elements and graphical icons to enable user to interact with the computers and software applications. Graphical user interfaces have become the standard interface for most consumer and business software due to their user friendly nature. Graphical user interface have made computing more accessible to a wide range of users by providing an intuitive and visual way to interact with the computers and software. They are commonly used in operating system, for example, Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. Office productivity software examples are Microsoft Office, Adobe Creative Cloud, etc. Web browsers and many other applications across various industries. And we created a graphical user interface design about age calculator, whereas here it is the XML code. Yeah, it is XML code for the age calculator, where we calculate, where we insert year, month, and days. Um, That's okay. Uh, to where up to date we up to what date we should get the age calculation. So here also we will give the month, day, and year, and we calculate the age. So it is 15 years, 2 months, and 26 days. Thank you.